Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look again at Solana, double checking a few important factors here. We have this potential playout chart here that I post on my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord for the price action to bounce off this descending trend. I wouldn't say it's done that exactly, but it's come up to that same level at about 144. And as we looked at previously, there was some liquidation there. So let's go ahead and double check that and kind of see where we're at here. If you're new to the channel, welcome on board. Hope you can learn something today. If you do want to become a better trader again, CryptoCache.tech is a site. Link down below. Don't forget to join us over here with BitUnix. Phenomenal exchange here. No KYC or VPN. Excellent rewards if you look at them. So what I want to talk about here is this liquidation level. It doesn't look like it spiked up quite enough. 145 was that level. Hit just a little bit at 144. So there is tactically more liquidation to the upside here to be swept. We look at the monthly too, we can kind of reflects the same thing, that 145 is due for a sweep and potential continuation from there. Keep in mind, you need to break through that level first, retest it as a bullish backtest to be able to have it continue further higher. Generally speaking, for the most part, that level will be retested if we break it. We'll look at the charts here in a little bit and kind of see, I'll explain here in a little bit what that looks like, but generally speaking, the best thing to do first, if you're kind of new to the channel, which we have a lot of new viewers, make sure you hit the like button, of course, to start, help get this in front of more people that deserve it. But what I like to do is look at the daily time frame, work our way down, so we understand, everything about the charts that we can, because the macro, micro, and even that transitionary time frame are all very helpful if you kind of average out the three together. Again, I prefer to use the daily, the 4 hour, and the hourly. That's just my style based on my swing trading prowess. Okay. Again, everyone has different strategies. Nothing else is wrong. This just works well for me. Okay. So 140 is roughly the price action. Let's take a look here. Moving averages. We talked about this yesterday. We are below some big ones, but also above some important ones too. So being over the 50 and the 20-day, that's the 20 and the 200. The 200 and the 20-day SMA are right there at about 0.5 FIB, about 138. So we can presume that should work as a support level. That's generally what it's supposed to do. Okay, so the key takeaway here is that we're above some support, but we're still below the descending trend, and being under the 50-day SMA lets us know we're on the wrong side of the tracks as far as the overall trend here in the most recent relevant past. Okay. Why that's important is because the last 50 days is a good merit or incentive, because most trends last somewhere in the range of 40 to 50 days. That's why the 50-day SMA is so important, because generally speaking, like Bitcoin, for example, it shouldn't be this low. It's been trending downwards for almost like 45 days plus. So all that being said, it's important to be above the 50, which we're not. We also want to be above 50 on the RSI too, which we aren't there either. That kind of reaffirms that resistance at the 145 to 148 that we've discussed previously. Stochastic is swinging down, and of course MACD is trying to converge. So these are all things that are generally unfavorable, minus the MACD. That is nice, but again, it's a consolation with everything we see here. So I would summarize this with a slightly indifferent daily time frame, giving us kind of nothing great. That's not fantastic. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Because again, what you want to look for when you trade, 95% of the time, you're going to be looking for reasons not to trade, right? Those 5% of the times when you do trade, you should be wowed by every time frame. Okay. That's generally the concept. And also, furthermore, too, for those who are watching that are part of my community, the reason we have less signals is because there's less wow right now. Okay. Most coins are jumping up sporadically, and kind of these knee-jerk reactions to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has been a very volatile coin. I mean, yesterday it shot up and down, liquidated a lot of positions. In fact, I think I have an article here on my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord from yesterday that I posted. I'll have to find it later and kind of let you know that, but it was just regarding like the amount of liquidations. There was like 250 million in liquidation to the upside, roughly the same to the downside. It was just nonsense. Okay, so anyways, take it from me. The trading market right now is not phenomenal. So if you're struggling, it's completely normal. Okay. Having said that, the 4 hour time frame, we take a look here. We're still honoring this descending trend line. If we look at our moving averages, they're all converging right here at this 138, 139 level. Okay, so hypothetically, that should work as a support. In fact, you could argue that we're having a bullish backtest of this descending trend line, right? Price action breaks out, comes back down to retest, and bounces. A lot of times, in this case here, the 0.5 fib level, 138 should hold. Okay, so pending Bitcoin doesn't drop, we should see Solana continue to excel here and move further up. Okay, however, those things, it all comes with a catch, right? Because Bitcoin, I am expecting Bitcoin to pull back to fulfill its bearish type of pennant pattern. Granted, those are lower success rate patterns. If you're not familiar with that, I do have a section here for chart patterns. Bearish pennant patterns are 55% success rate on average. There's a lot higher success rate other ones. But again, for the most part, patterns have a tendency of working well if you use it confluencing with other things, other factors, which is what we're looking at right now, right? So having said that, is there any other confluencing factors or confirming factors, whatever you want to call it? Here, we got stochastics trying to swing down, trending closer to 50 in the RSI. Again, we have another support level for us. So Solana is doing fairly well with like hanging out right here at support, okay? 138 is solid support level. Seems pretty obvious it's a 0.5 fib level. Most moving averages are hanging out right there. It's generally a favorable sign, okay? MACD is also trying to diverge, but hasn't yet. So minus the fact that we're moderately overextended and stochastics trying to swing down, the 4-hour time frame looks pretty decent. Keep this in mind though, we're still below the 200-day SMA that's averaging itself out here with a descending trend. It's hard to kind of see, it's a purple line right there with the orange, okay? So that is something that's generally unfavorable, okay? Again, but it also reaffirms the fact that we could see one more leg up, another liquidity sweep here to this 145 mark, all right? Having said all of that, let's go ahead and take a look at the hourly and summarize here for you folks. What we're gonna look at is the Ichimoku cloud and recognize that we have mostly confirming factors here. Conversion lines over the baseline, that's positive. We're over the cloud, that's also great. Cloud is hanging out at that 0.5 fib level too, but the lagging spend is not free and clear just yet. So generally speaking, that is an area you want to kind of generally wait for before you take a trade with confirmation. So the truth here is, the macro is looking terrible. Most coins have bad macro. The 4-hour time frame looks kind of fair to middling. It's kind of right smack dab in the middle. And then of course the hourly is showing a little strength. So honestly, you average that all out, that equals no trade. Again, that's just me personally. If you want to take a trade that has low success rate, go ahead and take a long or a short right now. Again, that's unfortunately the way that it works right now, just based on the overall sentiment. Solana, though, the truth is it's exuding more bullish qualities than most coins right now. So I would say, statistically speaking, you have a higher probability of the price going up than down, pending Bitcoin doesn't get in the way. Right? So that's, again, an interesting thing. That's how the market works, and that's just the way that crypto is. So hopefully that makes sense. I described that correctly. I'll post our updated playout chart here on our Twitter, Telegram, Discord, YouTube, TikTok, and all the wonderful stuff there. Thank you to everyone who has been following me on TikTok as well. Got 10.5 thousand views here recently. It's pretty nice. So very cool stuff there. Absolutely a lot of fun. So appreciate the wonderful feedback. Once more, hope you all have a great rest of the day. Thanks so much again for your time. We'll see you soon.